think Mike maybe is going to win," said Logan Paul, looking like he just admitted he lost a bet to the Tooth Fairy. The boxing world is buzzing with the kind of anticipation usually reserved for celebrity divorces and reality TV blowouts. Why? Because Jake Paul, YouTube's favorite love him or hate him troublemaker, is squaring up against none other than Mike Tyson.
The one and only Iron Mike Tyson!
What? A man whose punches have probably KO'd more neurons than a college party. Initially set for July, but postponed to November 15th, 2024 at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, because Tyson's stomach decided to throw its own fight with an ulcer. This match has had enough drama already.
For both Mike and Jake, the bag. Like, at what point you can't, I don't know if you could say no.
Logan, who usually exudes confidence like a motivational speaker on a sugar rush, looked a little uneasy. I told Jake, you know, Mike is a beast. Don't underestimate him. But what Logan actually was trying to say, bro, have you considered updating your will? Now, here's the twist. Logan had the first crack at fighting Tyson, but passed on it. I respect Mike too much, he said, conveniently ignoring the fact that fighting a man who once bit off a chunk of an ear is risky business. Also, Logan's not exactly looking for a rerun of Logan vs. Reality after that infamous match with Floyd Mayweather, where he played human punching bag for half the fight. Jake, on the other hand, took the bait faster than a goldfish at feeding time, and if you think sibling rivalry is just for stealing each other's clothes, think again. Age is just a number, Logan quipped, with all the seriousness of someone trying to justify their new dad's sneakers. But in boxing, it can be a big number. Let's not forget, Tyson is 58. That's the age most people are considering early retirement, not gearing up to trade blows with someone half their age. But Tyson isn't most people. He's more like that uncle who insists he could still join the NBA, while everyone else just nods and says, "Sure, Uncle Mike."
If you think I'm too old for this fight, you need to come tell me in my face. Whoa.
Despite his doubts, Logan is all in for Team Jake. He's been hyping the fight on social media like it's the Paul family Christmas card, but with more fists. No matter the outcome, proud of you, Jake? He wrote in a post that probably had a "but please don't die" hidden between the lines. Fans are eating it up, partly because they can't decide if they're rooting for Jake or just want to see what happens when Tyson remembers he doesn't have to be nice anymore. Will Jake's youthful confidence be enough to beat Tyson's decades of experience? Or is he about to learn the hard way that fighting an icon comes with more than just bragging rights? Logan might have doubts, but one thing's for sure. He'll be watching from the front row, popcorn in hand, ready to say, "Told you so," or "That's my brother," and depending on how many teeth Jake still has left at the end. When Mike Tyson pulled out of the July 2024 fight against Jake Paul due to health issues, because even Iron Mike's stomach said not today, Logan Paul was quick to volunteer as the ultimate replacement. Who doesn't want to see two wildly irritating brothers send each other KO? Logan, ever the entrepreneur and drama connoisseur, reportedly said, "I told Netflix, if Mike can't go, put me in, coach. Let's make history, and probably break a nose or two."
I do care. I care about you, and I care about my brother. And I know the path he's on right now, and it's ruthless, Mike.
If there's one thing the Paul brothers love, it's making headlines. Second, making sure those headlines have more drama than a season finale of The Bachelor. Imagine the fight card, Paul versus Paul. Two internet clowns turned fighters trying to prove who's the alpha of the Paul household. It's the stuff reality TV producers would sell their souls for. The brothers have a history of going from bro love to bro blows.
Let's go!
In 2018, they had a very public sparring session that ended in fists, shoves, and an awkward family dinner conversation where someone probably muttered, "Pass the gravy," and maybe a peace treaty. Logan's willingness to face Jake wasn't just a grab for views. Okay, maybe it was mostly that. It was a chance to finally shut up every Thanksgiving argument with, "Remember when I knocked you out, Jake?" The Paul parents probably had their hands on the phone, ready to dial Dr. Phil, watching their sons continue this bizarre sibling saga in front of millions. But would Logan really go all out on Jake? It's tricky, Logan admitted, probably while thinking about how their parents would react if one of them walked in with a shiner. "I don't want to hurt my brother much, but I do want to win." And you can bet Jake would be game too, especially if it meant proving he's not just Logan's annoying little brother, a title he's been trying to shake since Vine was a thing. critics argue a Paul versus Paul showdown would be more show than sport, more TikTok stunt than boxing masterpiece. Others just wanted to see which Paul would throw the first. This is why Mom always liked me best. And let's be real, the audience would probably be just as entertained by their post-fight trash talk as the fight itself. Picture them in the ring, gloves still on, trading barbs about who borrowed, whose hoodie last, and never returned it. Thankfully, or disappointingly, depending on your perspective, Mike Tyson is back in fighting shape, so Logan's grand brotherly beatdown plan is back on the shelf, next to his discontinued energy drinks and those NFTs nobody talks about anymore. Still, the idea of the Paul brothers slugging it out remains tantalizing. Could we see it in the future? If YouTube views start slipping or they get bored, don't bet against it. Honest sake. In the ever-entertaining saga of the Paul brothers, Jake and Logan recently decided that the best way to address Jake's upcoming bout with Mike Tyson was to hook themselves up to a lie detector. Because, of course, nothing says I'm confident like sweating bullets while your brother asks if you think you're going to get your face rearranged by a 58-year-old boxing legend. In a video that quickly made the rounds, Logan, with a grin that screamed mischief, asked Jake, "Do you think you're going to beat Mike Tyson?" Jake, ever the picture of bravado, responded affirmatively. However, the lie detector had other plans, indicating that Jake's confidence might be as shaky as his TikTok dance moves. Adding another layer to this circus is Jake's relationship with Dutch speed skater Jutta Leerdam. The two have been inseparable, sharing their romance across social media platforms. While young love is adorable, some fans and critics are whispering that Jake might be more focused on his new flame than on dodging Tyson's punches. Jutta, with her Olympic-level discipline, might be a grounding force, but let's be real. Training for a fight against a former heavyweight champion requires more than just heart emojis and couple selfies. One can't help but wonder if Jake's head is in the ring or lost in the clouds of romance. Now, let's not forget Logan, who will of course be ringside, but why exactly will he be there? To cheer for his little brother, you say? Ha! Try again. Logan is gearing up to turn the fight night into a live commercial for his latest invention, Lunchly. Think of it as the lunch you never knew you needed, and probably still don't. Logan's planning to wave packs of Lunchly around like a prize fighter himself, possibly even popping one open while Jake takes a punch. And in true Logan style, don't be surprised if he shows up with his baby daughter as the night's secret weapon. Nothing says, "Buy my Lunchly and Prime Sludge," quite like a cute baby strapped to the chest of a guy wearing a $1 million grin. After all, if people aren't convinced by the Prime drink, the baby's adorable presence might seal the deal. Picture it. Want to be as strong as Uncle Jake? Drink Prime. Cue baby giggle and sales spike. So while Jake navigates training, romance, and trying not to get KO'd by one of the most dangerous boxers in history, Logan will be there, perhaps with a baby in tow, ready to turn the spotlight his way. Will the fight be remembered for its epic punches, or Logan yelling "Lunchly," now with baby-approved flavors, from the sidelines? It's hard to say. The only thing certain is that this event will have more twists than a soap opera, and, per usual, the Paul brothers will milk every second of it. Mike Tyson is gearing up for his clash with Jake Paul, and let's just say the man is not exactly planning a warm welcome. "I'm bringing the devil himself to this fight," Tyson declared recently, making it sound like Jake is about to meet not just Iron Mike, but his demonic alter ego. And if anyone could channel a 58-year-old demon with knockout power, it's Tyson. This isn't just any comeback story. This is the return of the king, if that king showed up wearing gloves and an intimidating smirk. Now, let's be honest, the guy's 58, at an age when most people are perfecting their golf swing or hoarding coupons for early bird specials. Tyson is training like he's 25. His recent training clips could make a professional athlete cry into their protein shake. Punches fast enough to set off car alarms, and a stare that says, "I still remember the taste of that ear." His response to the age doubters: age is just a number. Yeah, Mike, but so is 911, and people might need it after this match. While Tyson is gearing up like he's training for an apocalypse-themed Iron Man, he's also noticed something peculiar about his opponent. Jake Paul seems a little, well, distracted. Enter Jutta Leerdam, Jake's Olympian girlfriend and all-around Instagram sensation. Tyson, never one to miss a psychological jab, commented, "Jake's got talent, but distractions can be costly in this game." But what Tyson really meant was, "Keep taking those couple selfies, kid, and I'll make sure your next one's with an ice pack." Let's paint the scene. Tyson, a man who's taken punches from legends and literally chewed on Evander Holyfield, unfortunately not an exaggeration, versus Jake Paul, who might be checking his DMs between rounds for heart emojis. Sure, young love is sweet, but Tyson's punches are like an unwelcome reality check delivered express. And while Jake's followers might coo over his romantic posts, Mike is eyeing him like, yeah, but does she know how to duck a left hook? Meanwhile, Tyson's approach to training is as old school and terrifying as you'd expect. His regime includes more than just running and hitting the bag. It's a ritual that might involve a shaman and possibly a spell to make sure Jake's TikTok career takes a nosedive post-fight. If you thought Tyson's social media game was all peaceful weed farming and pigeon cooing, think again. The man still got that fire. Just ask the guy holding the mitts who probably has a life insurance premium higher than Jake's net worth. As for Jake, the question lingers. Can he stay focused? Between interviews, vlogs, and planning his next viral prank, he's got a lot on his plate. And let's not forget Tyson's ominous warning about distractions. Mike's not buying the "I'm a serious fighter now" act, especially when Jake's training playlist includes enough slow jams to make any sparring partner roll their eyes. On the sidelines, Logan Paul is likely prepping for his own moment to shine, not as the supportive brother, but as the world's loudest infomercial for Lunchly, his latest meal replacement. Who knows, he might even casually have his baby strapped on while shouting, "Get your Lunchly now," during the fight, hoping the cuteness offsets the product's questionable taste. Because if there's one thing Logan knows, it's that nothing sells like shameless promotion and a baby that probably doesn't know yet that it's being used as a marketing tool. So, will Tyson's prediction about Jake's distracted mindset come true? Will Jake be so busy blowing kisses to Yuta that he forgets to block an uppercut? Only fight night will tell, but one thing's for sure. Tyson's ready, Jake's juggling, and Logan's packing Lunchly and Prime samples like his life depends on it. Stay tuned, it's going to be a circus.